Good morning, beautiful babies. I got a channel message. You might be seeing your year in review. This is because your energy needs to be cleared and restored before you walk through this new year portal and into a new dimension. This new era is intentional and will embody much different themes and lessons than the previous seasons of your life. You need to cleanse and regenerate and let go of everything that does not serve you. So, I know a lot of you have been seeing flashes of your past, integrating and healing and releasing. But specifically, those of you that have been seeing this past year in review, it's just because you're getting ready to step through a new portal into your new life. You're shedding all of the parts of you that were holding you in this old holding pattern, is what I'm hearing. And you're breaking free, but in order to fully break free, you actually have to release all of it in order to start fresh with an empty cup. And I know this message keeps coming up over and over again, but it's really just because it's that important. You know, I don't channel messages unless they're important, let alone multiple times. So please take this seriously if this message is resonating for you, and do a meditation where you consciously cleanse the past experiences from your body, your mind, your heart. Whether you just sit with a singing bowl, and hit it with intention. It's really all about intention. It is really wonderful to be able to plug into someone else and what they're doing. And if it makes sense for you to just do that, then I absolutely think that's wonderful for you. But you don't have to plug into someone else in order to do this work. All you really need to do is work with your guides and set the intention internally and with them, and ask them to help you. So get to work is what I just heard. Get to work shedding this like an old skin. You wouldn't want to walk into the new year with your old skin dragging behind you if you're a snake. You'd want to have it. You'd want to walk. You'd want to slither in free and clear, right? And I keep hearing that. Walk into the new year free and clear. And this might mean that you're working out some tough stuff in your dreams. Your sleep cycle might be all over the place. This is natural. What I'm hearing is that nothing that is happening right now has happened before, so don't look to the past for what is about to happen in your life, specifically, but also as a collective. Nothing that is about to happen in your life represents or resembles the things that you have experienced in your previous seasons. I made a video a couple days ago about Cinderella. It came up as part of the channeled message. And do you think that Cinderella would have been able to imagine her new life through the lens of what had happened before? Not a fucking chance. 333 on my timer. Her new life was so drastically different from her old life. It required her to let part of her die internally, emotionally, spiritually, in order to make room for what came. And the part of her that died wasn't a negative thing. When all you've ever seen is abuse or challenges or poverty or struggle, it's almost impossible to even imagine a life void of all those things. And the Spirit's asking you to start imagining, push yourself to imagine a life where you aren't bogged down by the things that have happened in your past. And I think Spirit just wants you to take a moment to find gratitude in your heart for everything that you have experienced that's gotten you to this place that you are right now. This emotional and spiritual strength, this self-confidence, for those of you that have worked really hard to find yourself, to find your confidence. Some of you might still be on your way. Don't be discouraged if you're not there yet. This is not an easy journey. All of us are going to be on different places in the path. And that doesn't mean that one of us is better than the other, or that there's really no hurry other than wanting to do right by yourself. Wanting to do right by you is what I mean. Spirit just wants you to do right by yourself. They want you to, your guides want you to imagine the life of your dreams. Picture Christmas morning, and instead of presents, you wake up and your dream life. You're living it. You're in your dream house. You're with your dream partner. You have your dream job, business, career, life path. You are a fully embodied version of you at your highest potential, at your highest vibration, at your highest frequency. This is fun, isn't it? Imagine what your house looks like. And if you're like me, you're going to have a whole big, huge, big property as well. What does the property look like? What do the trees look like on your property? What is the temperature outside? What is the climate that you're living in? What does it feel like to go into work if you still want to be working in this fantasy reality? What kind of work are you doing? Is it the kind of work that has an impact on other people? Imagine that impact. Imagine having that impact of service, if that's what it is. Imagine, for me, it's like hosting retreats on my land. I can see it right now. I'm going to wake up on Christmas morning and imagine that all my dreams have come true, and that I'm no longer living this kind of poverty conscious existence that I was raised in, that was all around me. And just like Cinderella, we have to completely reinvent ourselves, whether you experience poverty or not. That doesn't matter. Your own version of whatever it was that you've gone through. She had to completely reinvent herself, literally overnight, in order to make space for the life that chose her. Spirit wants you to do that work now. Prepare yourself for greatness. Expect greatness, I just heard. And that doesn't mean become entitled. It doesn't mean to become petulant when you don't get your way. It means hold space for a little magic in your heart, like a child. Hold space for a little magic here to blossom, like a flower in your heart. And hold space for that flower to completely grow vines and flowers in all directions and take over the entire picture. Because that is really what you're here to do. You're here to create heaven on earth. If you're in my collective, you're not an average person. You're not here to just play out the status quo and, create more whatever is going on in this reality that is considered normal and acceptable. You're not here to contribute to that. You're here to shake it up and create something totally new. So get to work. Have fun with it. And if you're tired, rest. And while you're resting, dream. Yeah. So I hope this helped. I love you. Don't fret about what has happened in the past, about what your worst fears are. Focus all of your energy on what you want to create, on what you want to create for yourself. And it doesn't mean being delusional. A lot of you know that the process of the law of attraction involves what we call delusion. It involves imagining that you have what you want. And if that's delusional, then call me delusional. But I'm pretty sure that when all my dreams come true, they're not going to be calling it delusion anymore. Just recognize that every little bit that you pour into your dreams, every little bit that you pour into yourself will pay off with dividends, I'm hearing. It's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of energy. It's the only important, really valuable thing, aside from acts of service and just showing up for yourself and the people you love in a healthy, balanced way. It's really the most important thing that you could be doing right now. So with that, I love you, and I'll see you next time.